we talk about this tragic incident that has unfolded in Karnataka's Kalburgi, where a 34-year-old woman identified as Bhagyashree was critically injured after receiving an electric shock while helping her son board the school bus. The CCTV footage shows her and her son, who has a disability, waiting at the bus stop at around 9:21 a.m. As the bus arrives, she approaches it with her son, only to collapse suddenly as sparks started to fly from her body. The frightening scene has left bystanders in shock as many step back after witnessing multiple sparks. Bhagyashree and her son, who have now been hospitalized following the investigation that is also said to be underway. Let's get in a word from Deepak, and also we have Neha joining us right now. Well, disturbing pictures that are now coming there. Exactly what caused this incident, Deepak?
It was a loose dangling wire that fell on top of the bus and then eventually on the woman. Quite shocking, and you can see the visuals, of course, speak for themselves. And this is at Jewargi in Kalburgi, and right now, the police who have registered a case have also booked the officials from GESCOM, that is the local electricity board there in Kalburgi, and the case of negligence has right now been registered. We are expecting some action against the officials. After, of course, a case is registered, more often than not, we do see that it does not make any sort of headway. We do not see any sort of arrest. We've seen a similar situation come to the fore, even in Bengaluru as well, where cases are registered. But as far as action is concerned, little do we see any sort of movement in this regard. But this, once again, has sent shockwaves across the state of Karnataka. You can see how that woman, of course, after being electrocuted there, lies there in pain. People not able to help her because they too are electrocuted as soon as they come close. So that's where they do not, of course, go to help her any further. And at this point in time, we'll really have to see whether there will be a review of any sort of dangling wires and, such instances, not just in Kalburgi, but other parts of the state as well.
Well, Neha, it could have been anyone, and this time it was a woman and a son, both of them being grievously injured. Exactly when it comes to the question that arises of apathy and who exactly would be held accountable, that still continues to remain a big question mark.
Well, yes, absolutely, Amita. In the past as well, we've seen and we've raised questions about why, it really, of course, takes lives for the government now to wake up and start acting, on lapses such as these. Of course, thankfully, while in this case, this woman and her son have had a narrow escape there, while, of course, they are hospitalized at the moment. The fact is that, the larger picture, of course, here about whether, a review now would be done. This is nothing but a sheer case of negligence over here, probably, by, of course, the ground level engineer there who's not really seen this wire. But the bigger question, of course, that arises is when we've seen incidents like this happening in the past as well, why have lessons not been learnt? Of course, at the very most, we see an FIR being registered, maybe a suspension or two at the most. But clearly, of course, that fear of the law hasn't been instilled in the officials. And as far as the Karnataka government now is concerned, we'll really have to wait and see how much they're going to act on this to make sure that, no other lives here are put in danger.
And Neha, looking at the pictures, it is even scarier because it is a school bus stand. And the bus that really stops at that very position, at that very stop where this cable wire or this live wire is hanging or, dangling very close to that very same area. It could have been a bigger incident if the, other students or other children from the bus would have started to unboard.
Well, absolutely a very pertinent question that you've raised there now. And the fact is that, even as this woman and her son there, lying helpless, people, of course, aren't really in a position to help them, given the fact that, there was a lot of sparks there that were emanating. Having said that, like you rightly pointed out, of course, this could have been a bigger tragedy there, where, of course, you had little children probably deboarding from that bus. This could have, easily claimed a life as well. In this case, thankfully, of course, they've just been injured. They've had a very narrow escape, but evidently, of course, lessons that haven't been learnt now, whether it is, of course, the ESCOMs there that are to be held responsible, or whether there is a need for more stringent action probably against higher officials. All of this is something that essentially, should, of course, be reviewed now by the government. We'll really have to wait and see where, of course, the government is going to be going, not just with this case, but on the whole, of course, whether there has to be a review
whether
now
it is callousness or negligence case that has now been booked. However, when it comes to action and who will be exactly held accountable, that, however, still continues to remain a question mark. The BJP raised